All right. Okay. Here we are again. Another trip into the world of darkness. Um, so it's been a little while, a little time since we last played. So we're gonna sort out the story so far here. Last time, I'm pretty sure that we left off with there was a slight altercation. I remember that, and then let's see, it was Marcus and uh,
Jacob.
yeah, Marcus and Jacob left the hospital, and James was kind of up in the air at that point. We don't know exactly, um, but
Wasn't he like getting lunch at the hospital?
he did
Yep,
that. I remember, but then he just
True.
left.
yep.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
So, yeah. Unfortunately, um, that's kind of where we left off. A little bit of a what now is kind of where we left off. Um,
So there would have been an alarm going off in the hospital, right?
yes, that
Because
went
security
off.
came and all that. Everybody was leaving. So would James see that?
James
Like,
would have been away from the hospital by now, seeing
Alright.
as he said what he said. He would have driven away and gotten back somewhere else, laying low in the cut.
Hmm. Well, uh,
W are aware that you can spend the time frame a bit if you need that to bring the group together.
hmm, hmm. Well,
Common
or you can
DMing
just-
tool.
well, I was thinking we kind of, as far as anyone knows, we just kind of left James in the parking lot.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. We did leave
So
James in the parking lot, and we didn't specify when Marcus.
yeah, that was relatively quick how things went down too. Uh,
Yep.
so okay,
Yep. I just stole a cane, gave it to Jacob, and we fought a security guard and got out of there.
yeah. So here's the setup then. So as Marcus and Jacob were exiting hastily from the building, um, well, yeah, the alarms have been going off. People have been evacuating out. Um, James would have just been in the hospital parking lot, and presumably also that would be where Marcus and James would be kind of making their way
Marcus
through.
Jacob, you mean?
Yeah. J, too many J names. Oh, but so I could say then that it's a question of does James notice anything uh in the parking lot?
Well,
Yeah, so
let's
Yeah.
find out.
let's kick things off here with James just a the old notice check. All right, let's see how that let's feel that out real quick.
Do you notice Jacob and this mysterious old man?
And do you remember Jacob's face being forgetful?
I don't think he's that forgetful now.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Yeah. uh, not gonna let this one get done.
2 successes.
Yeah, so that's enough to yeah, you're aware of what's going on, and you would notice that yeah, at least someone that looks like the guy you were trying to find, because you had seen Jacob before.
Well, about 5 years younger. That is a difference.
Yeah, but
Still,
roughly
2 successes.
yeah.
It's a man with a cane who looks vaguely like Jacob.
Yeah. So okay, there we go. That's your in. So James notices.
And alongside that, a mysterious old man.
Mm.
In
Do I
a
still have the
stretched out?
Oh,
Do I
You
still
should
have the
have
journal that Jacob had back in 1985 or forward in 1980?
Yes,
Yeah.
you should.
You never did anything with it.
Good. So what I'm gonna do? I'm going to get out of my car and, or technically, yeah, my car. Is it my car or is it Robert?
Uh,
It is my car,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because
you had
Yes,
your car.
it is your car. It is very actually your car.
yes. So I'm going to end up getting out of the car and probably like walking casually over to those mental gentlemen
All right.
with the book in hand, not like waving it around or anything.
So a James approaches. And then it would go over to.
Nope, not yet. I'm trying to think of what to say.
Oh,
Sorry. Hey, is one of you named perhaps Jacob?
Marcus looks at Jacob. You know him?
I am going to. What would that be? Would that be a manipulation? What?
hmm.
What with empathy to try and discern who this guy is?
Well,
Would
okay.
it be wits empathy?
Well, like to discern his intentions.
Yeah.
There
Would that
is
be
a role
wits
for that.
empathy?
And it's like it's actually like wits plus
Manipulation?
I believe it's either wits empathy or wits subterfuge to determine intentions. Either one, I would give.
Then I'm gonna do a wits empathy. I think I have the best shot on that.
All right. Hmm. All right. And well, since James isn't lying or anything, no contested role
And
there.
he's also not Hoto.
Yeah. So no contested role. You did good. You can see he's honest and genuine here.
That would be me. May I ask who you are?
That'd be a very long and confusing and probably slightly just, you wouldn't believe it. I'm just going to give you this book.
I've seen a few things today that expand my frame of what I would and wouldn't believe. I say, well, look over to Marcus.
Marcus just kind of shrugs.
I'm going to do a roll for myself here. How do I do that?
Okay, well, what for?
Do I just do it out in the open?
Okay. Well, anything in
It's
particular,
an,
or just want to roll a dice?
I was
Oh. Uh-oh. Test. Am I have I lost everyone or? Uh-oh. Oh.
and he kind of laughs.
Okay. Oh.
5 years in the future, I am well, I met you. And the way I met you was in this spooky ghost hotel. And then you almost stabbed me. And then
I did stab you.
I gotta just take the book. It'll explain a lot of things. It's the history from like now-ish to like your history. It's your personal book. I mean, I'm just returning it to its original owner. I went through like this big old hell portal or something. Like it felt like I was dying. But then I ended up in a nightclub. I assure you, drugs were not involved.
I just wanted to ask that. So
Crazy shit.
you're telling me that you're not on drugs, but you met me in the future.
Yes,
Um,
it's a very strange world out there. I just want you to be prepared for the things you will face. So please take the book. It's yours. And I just put it in his hands if he has a spare hand.
he has his left hand open, so yeah, it's just still that look of confusion on his face.
Well, I think, I mean, if you want to come looking for me, I live in a shack outside of the woods. I live with a friend of mine. And then I look over at the guy that Jacob's with.
So I am going to open up the journal and take a look at the first page. What do I have to roll to discern my own handwriting? Like,
Ooh,
see that it's my handwriting.
I know there's things related to handwriting, but wits plus, and let's see. I'd say for discerning handwriting, wits subterfuge. That works. To see if
Happy
it's
it's not wits investigation.
well, it's to see if it's deception, if it's a forgery, which subterfuge is also used for that. So. Alright. So, okay. Or, let's see, is that the roll, or...
That is a wit subterfuge.
Okay, okay, just... My connection for a second dropped, so I was a little thrown off. Okay, so with 2... Yes, well... It isn't a forgery, so yes, you can easily tell it is, your handwriting.
So, this book is from 5 years to the future, but looks like it's, what, 50, 100 years old? Could you...
Hell portals, man. Hell portals.
Could you maybe stay and explain a bit of this to me?
I could, but I don't understand much of it either. This has just been a blur. Is it fine if I just explain it to you guys, both of you? And I look over at the older gentleman next to Jacob.
I'm not sure I really care.
That's fair enough. I mean, tell you what, I'll if you need like safe housing, I can probably find some. I don't know.
Hmm.
Probably not though. I doubt Robert would. Anyways, let's just continue on. I'm sure there are people looking for you guys, judging by how locked down you were back there.
True. We should get some distance first.
Yes.
Which, aside, I mean, while y'all are doing that, anyone can, just a reflexive, notice check from anyone who's aware of their surroundings.
Well, I'll do that.
I
Okay.
did that.
So got a 3,
Oh
One.
boy.
1. All right.
One.
Well, more than anyone, then, like, Jacob would hear that there's in the distance some police sirens, probably associated with the alarm going off.
They'd probably be looking for me.
Hmm.
We should make our way away from the hospital. That
We
should
shouldn't travel together then. What car you guys are driving?
car.
Okay, come on over.
I-
I got my car.
Marcus has a car,
Oh,
and
good.
well, I'm going
You
to say I
keep
have a
in your
car.
car. I don't want to get too suspicious. They think it's me or some shit.
I'm going to hand my keys to Jacob. They're looking for me.
And
Huh.
I'm going to look at you. Then I'm going to look down at my leg and back at you. I can't really move my right leg, and I haven't driven a car since my accident.
Fine.
You don't want me to drive.
We should go with this man then. If they're looking for me specifically, they'll know my car. If they've seen my
Um,
face.
The
Problem
only
with
people
that,
that
though-
have seen your face and associated it with the incident here are one nurse and one security guard. The security guard probably being kind of traumatized at the moment.
Well, I would like to go somewhere private.
Okay. Come on over. I'm driving a Celica. Blue. And then
All right.
I guess we pile up in the cart.
All right. So
Yep.
all to the James Mobile.
Hey, I mean, we had room for Robert, James, and Davis. We definitely have room for James, Jacob, and Marcus.
All relatively average sized people.
Yeah. Okay then. So, well,
Drive?
yeah, check first. So, yeah, the old
only
dexterity
two.
drive.
Marcus is only a little on the tall side, not enough to be considered a size up.
Okay. So, all right. Smooth sailing. So then it's where to? Where does the group go?
Into the forest where Robert's place is.
You are aware that you can't open the door to the shack because then you'd ash Robert and Davis, right?
We understand that.
I just wanted to remind you. Well, you'd ash Davis. Robert also melted into the ground. Let's not ash Davis.
Let's not
Yeah.
ash Davis.
So, okay, but so that's the destination then. All right. So from where
Yep.
you were at, and I'm trying to remember what time it was. Oh,
Was relatively early still, I think.
yeah, I'm trying to think when James woke up and started doing things. I think it was like noon. I think.
I think it was noon too. I think it was like 12 o'clock.
Yeah, and then like an hour, so it's like at the moment maybe 2 o'clock, we'll say. So then yeah, it'd be a little bit after 2:30 by the time you get to your destination in the woods.
Right, it's coming up here.
All right, into the
Out of the
forest,
woods.
the familiar little shack.
I'm just gonna roll a wits intelligence to try and remember the route that James is driving.
Ah. Okay, and
I
just
think I'm doing a fairly good job of knowing where we are.
yeah, for just a simple knowing where you're going, 3 is good.
Not so much knowing where we're going, more knowing how to get back.
Yeah, paying
I
attention.
don't want to get lost in the woods.
Well, if you get lost in the woods, you're there with a werewolf.
Please remember that for
Comforting.
Jacob, this is still all things that he has to take in.
Yep. You don't know I'm a werewolf. All you know is
Yep.
that I got furrier and larger.
So
So
how? Why were you looking? How did you get into this mess? Hey, guy back there, not Jake. By the way, what's your name, man?
My name is Marcus, and I was intrigued by Jacob and his effect on the world around him.
And that's a little bit away from Marcus.
Yeah, sounds
And-
like you're about the same kind of bullshit, stupid, crazy shit that I have experienced for the past few years, I think. I don't know.
You're clearly
Months.
familiar with the supernatural.
Yeah, very
How
familiar.
familiar?
So if I may, I'm going to tell you that we shouldn't open the shack now because both of them are vampires. If it was just the one, it'd be fine, but vampires, yes. If that bothers any of you, it is what it is. They're not going to eat you, and they're not that ugly either.
Vampires.
Yes, it's kind of
Actual, real vampires.
They exist. Trust me,
so
I've had to kill more than a few.
Marcus already knows.
Okay.
I'm sure you did because some of them are right bastards. Not these ones though. They're
What is your
nice
name?
people. They weren't intended to be vampires.
I've told you my name. What is yours?
Oh yeah, I'm James. James Rethfeld. Pleased to meet you. Hope you're well there.
I'm doing all right.
So this journal is mine, right?
Right. And it kind of disintegrated when it went through that weird portal thing in the ground. But it should be readable still, right?
It is, and on the very first page, I say that I'm a hunter. Can you explain what I meant?
Oh
with
god.
that?
Hunters are like the guys that kill everything that's supernatural pretty much. Like they hate everything supernatural except for werewolves, pretty much.
The weird
Or
part
maybe
is
they even hate werewolves. I don't know.
apparently I killed people, not supernatural beings.
Dead
A
people?
hitman, perhaps?
No, soldiers, a scientist. I'm confused. There's
Oh yeah, that's right.
something
The
about
world.
a demon in here.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of demons roaming around too. Plenty of bullshit.
So this is real, and I really killed a person.
Yeah, we do that sometimes as people who are aware of stuff. But anyway, It doesn't matter. Like, if you kill a person, just know that you aren't going to be a bad person necessarily. It might be that they're the bad person trying to attack you or something. I don't know. Or they're just like a pervert or something, or a demon or something. I don't know the specifics. I only got like first page through, second, third. I don't know.
And it also says here that I did encounter a vampire, but I did not try to kill her. So
Which vampire? Did you write the name?
I shift through the pages.
Investigation.
Actually, it is on the very first page.
Uh,
I just found the passage by reading my notes. Can I
yeah.
use that, or do I have to do an investigation roll when I, as the player, read it in the notes again?
All right, as the player,
Oh, right.
you're
It's
good.
Iris, right? Iris.
Yes, Iris.
All right. So how it happened, me, in my view of things, is that I met this guy called John because I was under the influence for quite some years, but I quit altogether days later when I met Robert. But anyway, I met this guy named John. He took me in his car to.
Someone has an alarm clock ringing right now. Who was that?
Beep, beep, beep.
I'm sorry. Anyway, John took me to out of Miami and into a place called Asheville, which is where we are now, right? Asheville? Asheville? Ah, there's so many ash
Ashfield.
places in North Carolina. Where the hell are we anyway? Ashfield. Okay. So he took me to Ashfield. I met William, Iris, who else? Who else? Robert, and another girl who I can't remember for the life of me. But anyway,
So the book does mention a William. It does mention someone named John, though I didn't seem too fond of him, or my how do I say that, my forms. This is
you're
weird.
okay. So it's kind of like future, but not really the same future. It's a different future. We've already broken the timeline. That couldn't have happened by now. Anyway, John,
So
he's a creep. He's an all like way up there, ultramaroon. He's
I
not.
seem to have met John back then, and William, and you, but it does not mention a Robert. So
He doesn't mention
I
Robert.
take it he and I have not met. Or my former self and he have not met.
Oh, I know why. We already set him on his path, and then. Wait a second. No, that can't be right. How could you have not met Robert? Anyway,
Perhaps
Robert,
he didn't put it in his journal.
perhaps. I
I
don't know.
put quite a lot in this journal, actually. Is this
Sure.
Robert someone who is easily forgettable?
No, I'd say quite the opposite. In fact, he's quite large and absolutely unforgettable. Like I've never forgotten him once. But then again, I've been with him for like the past few months, going from place to place. But anyway, it's only situational.
Well, considering that everybody here is aware of the supernatural now, and, well, people are looking for me, I might as well do a change of face. And, well, he's going to turn into a wolf.
Oh boy. uh,
Just regular wolf.
okay, so I'm trying to think. Checks.
I am
Yeah,
trying to
checks.
think currently how this revelation and whether it should affect Jacob's psyche.
Well, first off, there is the mandatory checks for wolfing out, um,
Yeah,
which
I got.
I think like okay, so is it only the first time a human sees this kind of thing, or is it every single time?
Well, it also depends on like which form I change into. If I'm changing into a wolf, nobody gets any lunacy.
Oh, okay, then no
If
lunacy.
I'm a wolf or a human, nobody gets any lunacy. But
Ah,
if I
okay.
turn into a dire wolf or wolf man or full on werewolf, then people get lunacy.
Okay, so no lunacy then. All right, don't have to worry
Yeah,
about that.
I just have to remember the check to actually turn into a wolf.
That's on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be searching it up.
Yeah, I'm just looking at whether your morality can be affected by things you find out or witness,
I mean,
but
it
doesn't look
can,
like it.
but it's usually things that are like, like seeing dead bodies and stuff like things that are really scarring. But I don't know. I mean, a guy turning into
I
a
did
wolf.
see someone turn into a half wolf last game, and we didn't do a check for
Yeah,
it.
but well, that's what the lunacy was. That covers that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you don't do a check for lunacy. You don't like depending on how much willpower you have is how you're affected.
It's just this is a very weird bunch of facts that Jacob is being presented with.
indeed. Oh,
Stamina survival plus primal urge.
roll them bones.
Yep.
My brother
Isn't
has
that
a,
like the
has a
worst
die
Rush
made
album?
actually out of bones.
With 2 primal urge. I successfully turn into a wolf.
Sudden wolf. Which so yeah, no lunacy. So
Yeah,
I'm trying to
I'm
think.
just a wolf now in this car,
Wait. In the
sitting all
car?
I thought
patiently
we
like.
got out.
No, wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
we
did
got out.
I.
No, wait. I don't think anybody said they got out. You just
Yeah, I
drove
don't
to the
think we said we
place.
got out. We were still. I think we were still on the way.
Yeah,
I'm just turning into a wolf while we're driving.
yeah. You all are just sitting in the car, like near the shack,
With
like.
a wolf now. I am
Yes.
going
Yep.
to mention here, you are aware that the police would stop us more likely if they see us driving around with a wolf, right?
We just call it a husky.
Believe me, a husky looks different.
Marcus nods at the calling it a husky. Marcus nods at that. I can't speak now. I'm a wolf.
I'm a wolf. Oh.
So yes, I
Didn't we
nod
also say that
vigorously.
in wolf form you
Close.
drop your clothes?
Yes, we
Yes.
did establish this. We did.
I'm wolf.
Oh.
So
Oh
we
my God.
just have a wolf sitting on the back seat now.
A wolf sitting on the back seat, like loosely clothed.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like the clothes are still on me. They're just loose.
There we go.
So, okay. I think I might be having a mental breakdown here. This can't be really happening, right?
I just kind of put my
If
paw
you
on
would,
his
you
lap.
could pinch me, but that wouldn't stop you from dreaming. And I reach back and put my hand back there as to make a joke.
Uh,
I just kind of step into your lap, like I'm just kind of putting my paw into your lap to put some pressure on your leg. Not the bad leg, the good leg, to show you that it is quite real.
so I am
Aside,
actually
uh,
sitting in a car with a wolfman and a time traveler.
I didn't intend to be a time traveler.
Marcus nods.
hold on. I feel like maybe okay, a little composure resolve from Jacob. Just a little bit.
Yeah,
Confronted with Wolfman and Time Traveler.
this is sufficiently creepy to warrant that, I'd say.
Well, you gotta get introduced to the world of the supernatural somehow.
So with the one, maybe Jacob
Barely
has a
holding on.
little uneasiness, but he is maintaining his composure.
Breathing a little heavily, like things
Yeah.
are a little crazy, but you're keeping yourself together.
Also something I would like to suggest, because I would like to play Jacob past this session. Grant Fox, could you do a memory check to remember how Robert would react to a hunter? Please?
A hunter?
Yes, because Jacob through his journal just did discover that he at least was a hunter formerly, and was quite convinced of doing that. So
Wits intelligence?
Yep.
I just kind of like to not kill my own character with my other character.
Oh. 2. You remember.
Okay.
You
So,
remember Robert tearing a guard apart that beat the crap out of you, probably.
Oh. Still here?
wait a second. Is he currently a hunter?
No, but
No.
there is possibility of him pursuing that path again.
Huh.
Oh. Quiet.
So I'm gonna ask you guys to wait in the car when we get there, and wait with me, and then I will go in alone, and I'll talk to my guy, and we'll figure out how to live without dying. Is that fine, guys? I know it's fine.
I presume it is, but why would there be the possibility of one of us?
Not immediately. I didn't mean immediately. Just eventually. You know,
How
there's stranger things than just,
so?
you know what I mean, right?
Not
Like,
quite.
so things can kill you instantly, like just want to kill you if you are a certain thing or something. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but if you're in a forest alone, you'll and you don't know how to get out, or you don't want to get out, and you're hunting something or something dangerous or something, right? Just don't. Or if you, I'm bad at explaining things anyway. You're not going to die immediately, even if they see you. They just haven't met you in the future. They kind of happen to avoid you. And they don't remember much about you other than the fact that you're a hunter.
Actually,
And
Robert did not know that.
didn't he read the journal? Didn't you just tell me he read the journal?
No, Robert did not read the journal.
Oh.
I just shapeshifted myself some human vocal cords so I can speak.
Ooh, you can do
Because
that.
I have the ability partial change.
Ah, talking wolf.
Speak, my friend.
I'm not speaking yet. I'm just doing it so I can speak.
Ah,
Should I choose to?
fair enough. He doesn't know you're a hunter yet, but he doesn't like hunters because he's met too many. His introduction to the vampire world was not by those rat bastard kind of vampires. It was by Iris, who's like a regular human being, except dead. It's fucked up, but it happens. I mean, she has a brother, she has a family. Robert has family. They just don't want to see him. Or he doesn't want to see them or something.
So you're telling me, should I follow in the footsteps of my older self, I should leave him alone?
Pretty
Is
much,
that
yeah.
it?
Just leave him be.
I can try to remember that.
Yeah, yeah. Because, I care about him. Just do it like a hitman. Get to know your victim before you kill him. And don't let other people's opinions cloud your judgment.
Wouldn't
then
a
again-
hitman make sure to not get to know a victim on a personal basis as to form personal attachment to?
Well, I guess you're right. I'm making moot points here, but anyway. I'm bad at explaining things. But I felt the need to explain this, so since nobody else can explain it for me, I usually lean on other people to explain things for me because I'm a lazy fuck. Anyway, yeah, we're here. What time is it out of
So
interest?
well, especially since they had the conversation in the car, like about 2:45, we'll say. So it's still just the afternoon.
Yeah, which staying in the car the entire afternoon, that sounds...
Hmm.
So we're at the shack.
Yeah, it is a you all's call.
Well, Marcus is going to try his best to get at the door. Dogs can open doors. It's just I might need to roll to do it.
Don't open the door yet. They're sleeping in there.
No, the
Not
door
the-
to the car to get
Oh,
out.
okay. I'll open the door to the outside for everyone else.
All right. Well, then I don't have to do a roll to open the door. Dog Marcus steps out.
All right.
As does Jacob.
Okay. Well, you all are just at the familiar Robert shack in the woods. It's a calm afternoon. Not much going on. It's very quiet.
I shake the clothes off of me before I step out of the car, so I'm leaving my clothes in the car.
All right.
I, when James opens the door, would say that I'd like to change before stepping out, and I'd like him to turn around.
Fair enough. I'll just go
I
behind.
should still be in the hospital
Oh
gown,
yeah, yeah,
right?
like the open back hospital gown.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Oh, but you all did grab the bag of
I
clothes
did
though. Yeah.
grab my stuff. I did mention that.
Yes. Okay. So that's okay. Uh, oh, clothing get.
Clothing has been obtained and put on my body.
Good.
After having changed, I'll join the others.
All right.
So, what do we do now?
We wait because
So-
I mean,
We will just wait until the sun goes down to meet your friends.
like, is this shack like a one-room shack, or are there multiple rooms?
I
It
think
is
was-
pretty much a one-room shack.
Yeah. It's like.
All right.
Uh, so if the party is going to commit to waiting, it's gonna be like a little over 3 hours at least.
Yeah, that's kind of also Jacob's thought.
Well, Marcus is in wolf form, so he just lays on the grass and goes to bed. Sleepy time.
Hmm. Okay. Well.
Marcus does the
Um,
dog.
So, James, can you explain a little more about the supernatural, or do you really know just as little as I do? Or did before this whole mess?
Oh.
Grand Fox?
Huh?
Jacob asked James if he can explain a little more about the supernatural if he knows as much as Jacob's old self did, and not much more.
I know that if you do sunlight on a vampire, that they'll turn to dust very quickly. I also know there are demons, and they, just like the sins in the Bible, the major sins, they're all there, all of them.
And Marcus
And
is pretty clear evidence of werewolves.
and that right there is a werewolf. I didn't expect there to be a werewolf. But I'm sure we can figure something out because I'm sure we can figure something out. Werewolves or vampires, they tend to not like each other, but that's only because of history things, and I'm just hazarding a guess that these guys that I know and Marcus over here don't really give a damn about the history of vampires and werewolves, or they just regard it as something completely just pointless, which I can appreciate. Um, so I doubt there will be problems there. Hunters are very ruthless in their tactics more often than not, and they will likely end up from what I've seen, like taking people who don't deserve it for just associating with vampires and just taking them and torturing them, as I was.
You were tortured.
Yes. Extensively for months. I remember none of it. Absolutely.
I think that's probably for the better.
Yes. Yes. So, also, werewolves apparently. Ah, wait. Never mind. That doesn't make sense.
So the weird part is you tell me that hunters are those very ruthless people, but
Oh,
it is
everybody's
apparent
ruthless.
it is
Everybody
apparent
is.
from these first few pages that I looked at that the hunters that my former self was with were allied with a vampire.
Yes. It can get a little confusing, but it's like think of it as kind of like religious zealots trying to exterminate um, other religious zealots.
Strange happenings
If
in the world of darkness.
yes, is that what you call it? A world of darkness? I don't know. It is pretty dark. Anyway, as well, there are ruthless hunters, and then there are hunters who try to systematically figure out who is who. And
And
then
as it
there are people who
appears,
just
the
hate everything.
group that I was with seems to be more the make sure to kill the right guys group kind of group.
Yep, yep, and that was the first one I ever met was your group. And
Did James ever
one of
meet
them,
No, I don't think so.
knew you.
James
Like,
never went to Dawnfest.
Yeah, no.
well, I heard it from. Oh no, I didn't. Never mind. No, I
Ignore
didn't
that.
meet them. I read it in their journal. That's how I know them.
He did page through that, so.
Yeah.
So I would know that they're not like
Yeah,
the
you would
guys.
know that Lewis is kind of a coward, and there were two teenagers, one of which got disabled on his first hunt.
Yeah.
And Marcus is just napping.
Yep.
Sleepy
Does that
dog.
journal say anything about somebody who? Never mind. We met somebody that seemed to know you right before the hell portal opened, who probably triggered the hell portal opening, mind you. They were very. They wanted to talk to you, but they
They were very hard to kill.
Could
they're
you
very hard to
tell
kill.
me? Could you tell me what the name was?
Was it Kevin?
No, was definitely not Kevin.
That has to be in character. Remember, he's
Hmm.
forgetful.
Yep, yep.
Yes, but Jacob also knows that Kevin is bound to a wheelchair just by looking at the first few pages. I mean, Kevin, according to this, was bound to a wheelchair, so he would not have been able
so-
to search for me in
Sorry
the
about that.
woods.
Bless his
who
soul.
actually was it? According to
Mike.
Greg Fox.
But that Jacob doesn't know that, so I can't tell you. You have to
Yeah.
remember.
Okay, fine.
So,
Right. Intelligence plus wits.
yep. To remember, I I would say though, like, 'cause, well, his only
One
knowledge
success on a guy that we killed.
Met once.
is,
Killed
yeah,
and met once.
yeah, like, little low. So I'd say in character, James can't quite remember the exact name.
No, I can't remember the name. Can't remember it all.
Anything else that you can remember about him?
Strong as balls.
There is a very
He was also
discernible
kind of
feature,
demonic.
like-
Very demonic.
Well, if he does another memory check, will he remember that Mike had only one arm?
Well, he can try, but it's gonna take more than one.
Nope.
So yeah, no, James does not
Oh,
remember.
I can't roll again. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I shouldn't have done that. Sorry. But anyway, yeah, I can't remember anything about this guy. It was dark, man. It was like in the forest next to this house, and there were people who were cannibals. It's freaky. I got covered in blood, and that's when I met you. You were here. You were or there. I have no idea why you were there, but yeah, I was covered in blood, and I didn't make a very good impression on you
I can imagine.
because I tried to punch the lights out of the dude there, the cannibal guy, and then I fell on him, I think.
I want to shift through the notes that I have in a little more detail.
Yeah.
Investigation roll?
Mm-hmm.
That is not a good roll for me. Actually, scrap that. I wouldn't. It would be a chance roll. Do I really have to do an investigation roll to see that there are loose papers in that notebook, which would be
well,
Benjamin's
well,
notes?
just to look. Well, that would be just a notice, standard notice check, which
So wits composure.
yeah, a better roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily notice. Easily notice.
Then I am going to take those notes out to see whether I can get anything from that and tell James that I'd like a moment to read through this stuff.
Absolutely. It's I think the red ink is another asshole. I mean, bless his soul. lovely lovely insane man named Victor.
Uh,
That definitely won't put me on a watch list. Sweet Jesus.
uh.
You seem to have gone through a lot.
Yeah, you could say that.
I'd ask you if you want to talk about it, but I honestly consider psychology to be a load of crap since I've been seeing a psychologist lately.
What's his name? Freud?
No. And now give me a moment because I actually have to look up Jacob's psychologist's name.
Oh.
Been a while.
Hot minute.
Summers. Name of Jacob's psychologist was Summers.
Summers. Never heard of him. Let's move on.
All
Good
right.
idea.
So, okay. So then, all right. So the party's just waiting around, and Jacob
Yeah, and
will
I'm gonna shift through the loose notes that were in the back of the notebook, as
Right.
those seem to not have been put down by me.
be. Yeah. So, all right. Which I'm trying to remember.
Benjamin.
Yeah. There's a couple of leads with this, and I'm like, okay, which one would that be? Yeah. So, okay, well, then, okay, well, so what exactly is Jacob looking for to his
Just
investigation?
reading.
Okay, so
He's
just
not looking for anything specific. He's just reading and trying to make sense of what he reads.
all right. Well, a cursory, just observation of the little notes would. It's just very bare bones, factual information. Like, what is this thing? How to, its habits. It's kind of notes on various creatures and things. Notes of that nature is mostly what it is.
What kind of role would I have to make to find out what type of person would write something like that? Basically, get to know the person behind the words.
Empathy. So, wits and empathy.
Hey, that's not too bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
rolls. That. Okay. Well, with a one, just what Jacob would get is that whoever wrote this, they definitely had a very clear goals, very clear mission in mind. These notes serve a purpose. They're not flowery. It is not like a normal journal. It's more of a manual. Very just technical, laying things out.
The thing is, Jacob ever noted down in his own journal that these are the notes of Benjamin, so Jacob just knows that his older self found something like a manual
Hmm.
about weird things.
Yeah.
This is basically the moment where I'd have to make a decision in character with where I want to stand.
Hmm. Well, I mean, well, first off, I'm trying to think. In addition, like, well, does anyone, if it's already even been said, like, does anyone even know where the church is, or?
Jacob has noted down Bondcrest in his notebook.
Okay, well, anytime he could just look into that too, but yeah.
I'm just currently, while we're playing, trying to find that physical copy of the notebook
Ah.
to see what exactly is noted down in it.
Okay.
I found every notebook of mine.
Too many notebooks.
Yep.
Z Z Z Z Z Z.
Oh. Time advances.
Hello?
Oh, We're here. Just Donna is notebooking.
Fair enough.
Trying to notebook, but first I need to find it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be right back. I just want to give one shelf a look whether it's there.
All right. As I hear rustling and bumping of books in other room. I think this is the obligatory exposition episode. Oh, I need filler music.
Nope, can't find it at the moment. But actually, I see in the thing that I typed, there is mention of Dawnquest.
Ah,
So that would be on the first couple of pages, even.
okay, okay. Salvaged.
So I would know where to go if I wanted to step into my older self's footsteps.
Hmm.
This is a hard decision to make in character. It is a decision that I have made out of character already.
Well, okay, how about something to sweeten the pot for in character, which is, as Jacob is just still flipping through these. Well, there's also those fun other notes.
Oh yeah, right. Victor's.
Hmm. Which just, let's see. I guess just a casual. Either you can use either a notice check or the investigation check, whichever you feel for this one.
I don't have investigation yet.
Oh, it's so
I need
used to having some points in it. But yeah.
Yes, but it didn't make sense with rebuilding the character to give him investigation.
Yeah. Well, okay, another one. I mean, just as Jacob would be flipping around through that and trying to look up presumably things about Dawncrest. Well, and there were also notes in there about a certain vampire too. Um,
A
but
certain vampire named Victor.
no, other one.
Well, he did have a.
There was
He
a
did
bit of a
have
thing.
a lot of contact with Iris. So.
Yeah, but well, like on one of those pages, as he's flipping around, as there's a mention, uh, there and it is in association with Dawncrest. There's just that little scribbled a little red note and just a little like childlike drawing of like two stick figures and holding up a flower and one a boy and a girl, and it just says, "Sounds like a nice girl," in red letters.
I'm just gonna do a resolve composure to try and not blush when I read that. Remember, Jacob did not yet have a relationship before.
Hmm. All right, maintaining.
Maintaining. So James,
Yeah.
I still have to say all of this is weird at best. And I think the best for me might to be to step into my older self's footsteps to figure out whatever the fuck is going on.
Okay.
I might, however, need your help with something to make it easier for me to become part of this hunter group, as I am pretty sure they might not be too keen on taking in someone that can't even walk without the walking aid. You look like someone who has operated outside of the law before.
Well, that's a given, yeah.
I need to obtain something from my family home without my family noticing.
Huh. And what would that be?
Nothing special, just a wooden case.
I think I know exactly what you mean.
You've never seen Jacob actually using a rifle, mind you.
Robert had a rifle
True.
in a wooden case.
Yeah, true.
Right. I don't know much about stealth, but I'm sure we can figure something out.
I'd appreciate the help. I
All good.
mean, we don't need to pick the lock. I do have a key.
You just have to tell me when you'd think they'd be out.
My parents don't go out much.
Not even to see their own son at the hospital?
My mom did come to visit every couple of days, but my father doesn't go out much, which might have to do with him being bound to a wheelchair.
Fair enough.
And I would recommend to rather go there when it's late enough for them to sleep, because I wouldn't want my family to get hurt.
Oh, they wouldn't. I'd make sure of that. It'd be me who's be getting hurt.
All right.
Anyway, I'm sure I can do that. When do they usually go to bed, and what floor is your item on?
My bedroom is on the second floor, and my parents usually would go to bed about 10 o'clock.
Is your bedroom floor window unlocked?
No.
Okay. Right. We'll do that eventually. Or maybe right now. Who knows?
Well, what does everyone do?
I mean, has anyone attempted to wake me up? Are we at the right time yet?
What time is it?
Well, you all have just you've been doing your thing, but like I assume not for too long. So like it's maybe 4 o'clock now.
Hmm.
But you seem to have a new game plan now.
That's a good point. We might need to go and do that today.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Okay. I'll wake Marcus up and we'll get on our way. I might have to ask him on the ride in if he has any stealth. Not stealth. I mean, fuck. If he has any skill in a particular thing.
I mean, I have 3 points.
3
So
Maybe.
yes, I am
points in
proficient.
air
I am
quotation
proficiently
marks.
skilled in stealth.
Stealth
But
dog.
James still has to ask you.
Yeah, and you're still asleep.
Yep. And you gotta wake me up.
Yeah.
You gotta wake
How
up
long
the
do
wolf.
they wake up? Do they sleep for usually?
I
Don't
don't know.
poke the wolf.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's poking the bear, so don't go poking Robert. Poking Marcus is fine.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm not
sure.
so sure about that.
I mean, it's up to you. I'm still a sane person.
Hey, so is Robert.
I'm gonna go up and like pat the ground next to Marcus.
Whoa.
Yep, buddy.
What would I roll to wake up to that?
Well, wait.
Notice?
So like for wolves, like well they don't. There's no like chance of like some kind of frenzy on waking up, right?
No, there's no frenzy. I mean, I'm just wondering if that actually wakes me up.
So, well, I mean, someone trying to get your attention, especially the wolf, I'd assume good senses, so it'd be pretty easy to wake up, actually.
All right.
Like, just
Well,
naturally.
I'm awake.
Okay, listen here, Marcus. We might need to talk about something. Like Jacob has a request, and I have to get out of here before 6, which is when sundown occurs. So,
All right.
could you turn into like human form, or are you already human form?
Why do you need me to be human?
Can't we talk in human, or can we talk in wolf, or something? I don't know. If we're talking right now, it's fine.
We are
can go.
talking right now. I shapeshifted human vocal cords a while ago.
Ah,
James is not hallucinating.
Right,
This wolf is speaking to you.
right. Yeah, I need to know if you have stealth skill, like skills in stealth, or something like that. Larceny, breaking and entering,
I
or
would consider
just sneaking
myself.
around because we have a key.
I would consider myself at least somewhat proficient in stealth.
Well, good, because it's morally good because it's getting Jacob's shit back, his item that he needs, and it's in his parents' house because he's a young individual by the looks of him.
Yes, I've noticed.
I didn't. I thought he was still the same age as when I knew him. I fucked myself
You are
over.
Not the sharpest tool in the shack, are you?
Not really. No, I have like severe mental disabilities. But that's all relative.
Well, what is it that you're trying to get, anyways?
A wooden box. he
Yeah,
said.
just a wooden box with 2 latches on one side.
Okay. So, are we going on our way already?
Oh, what is
Well, it
your
is
Right
a
now,
bit of a drive,
it's far
so
away, right?
so from where you're at? Let's see. I'm trying to remember. I believe like Jacob's place would be. Did we establish in the suburbs around?
we did say not in Ashfield.
I thought it was like in the suburbs outside of, or
Might be I might remember that wrong.
yeah. Well, we can say that's a good enough It's not in the city, so a good hour's drive from where you're at right now.
Which would then it would be a bit early.
Yeah, like 5 o'clock. Is
Yeah,
what you would know.
we got stuff to do, like eat.
True.
McDonald's.
Speaking
No,
of
take him
eating,
somewhere nice, like McDonald's.
if you're going to get McDonald's, just give me a patty.
I'm just kidding. Not McDonald's. We're going somewhere in the city that's upscale, I think. You got money on you, Marcus?
Oh.
Trying to
Check
cut
my
the
clothes.
rain from my-
Check my
Never
clothes. There
mind.
might be a few cents.
Never mind then. Jacob, you got any cash? Dosh? Money?
I just got out of the hospital and I did not have cash on me there, so
McDonald's it is. Let's hop in.
do you have any money?
$10.
There you go.
Okay.
Which will buy us enough food to feed the homeless.
I'll take a raw patty.
That's gonna be hard to get.
It's gonna be hard to get.
Someone
Fine,
might
a
get
cooked
fired
patty.
for.
A cooked patty.
We could go to a restaurant that's like a hole in the wall and ask for a raw patty. Greasy spoon.
Whatever. I just want meat.
You know, fuck it. Let's rob the butcher.
Now that sounds like my cup of tea.
Jacob face palms.
We're just gonna get McDonald's. Don't worry. I'm just messing with y'all.
Okay.
He smiles really widely.
You're a weird guy, James. And apparently my older self didn't just almost stab you. I hope to not make that a regular thing when we meet, though.
Fair enough. Wait, stabbing? Oh no.
I mean, you
Good.
didn't stab him this time.
Yeah. It's not
True.
gonna happen.
I mean,
Don't worry
not
about
that I have anything to stab anyone with.
Well, I think the reason why you stabbed me was because there were ghosts in that place. Like ghosts. It was
Yeah, it does
weird.
say
There was
that
a
you
wizard
grabbed
too, I
me.
hear. Like a real wizard. There are magical people here on this planet here too. It's freaking weird, wild. Right turn, Clyde.
I am still not sure that this is not a fever dream.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
All right, so then it is decided the group will take a slight detour to get some
Yes.
fine McDonald's dining. Uh, all right.
Hey, that's still better than hospital.
Hmm. All right. So, okay. Uh, then with the detour in mind, question is how, like, you can easily enough get to a McDonald's near town. What do you do? Like, how are you approaching just getting your meal with Wolf in tow and all that?
I mean, you could leave me in the car.
Yeah, we should leave you in the car.
Imagine someone comes by and it's like, oh no, a dog has been left in this car all trapped, and then lets me out.
Oh.
We should crack the window open
Yeah.
a little bit.
The AC is on and he's listening to I
Your
guess.
favorite music. Please
Yeah.
don't break the window.
Yeah, you
break the window.
just put that note on the car.
We can't. We don't have any paper or pen.
Yeah, you don't.
We do have paper and actually also pens because Jacob has a new notebook with his stuff, as
Good.
well
Yep.
as a pen to write in it, so he could just rip out the last page and
Put the note on the wall, or on the side of the car.
Oh.
Good.
All right.
There we go. Sleepy wolf in car.
Okay. Okay. Then the only thing I'd say for your
one thing that I'm gonna mention when we get out of the car is, and I thought it was cats that sleep 18 hours a day.
Oh.
This time I'm just lightly napping. I'm not full on asleep.
All right. So for your McDonald's adventure,
McDonald's.
Gotta love McDonald's.
I miss Ivan.
Shame he's not returning.
So I'd say the main thing it shouldn't be a problem to go in and order your food.
Well, James has to get the cooked patty for.
Well, he has to
Mark.
remember. So okay, we'll sum it to two things.
Well, you can just order a hamburger minus everything but the patty.
Hmm.
Do
Although-
they
well-
do that in American McDonald's?
I mean,
German
you could.
McDonald's won't do that.
I don't think you can be that. Although here's another question.
I've seen it been done before. People have done that.
Well, but here's also another question that just thought about, which might change things, how your approach, which is, well, like, do you really want to? So, like, I guess since James is the driver, like, are you taking the time to park, get out, and go in, or just you could just go through the drive-through?
James's decision.
Yeah.
Are we going through the drive-through?
You're whichever one's best.
Well, drive-through's quicker, but
Drive through, yep. And we're going to order
all right.
as much as I can
Okay. Okay.
with $10.
All right. So, okay, then you acquire your foods and just do a little thing here. Well, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So as you all you put your order in and you roll up to the window to get your food, uh, well, um, the uh, the girl handing you your food has a rather negative reaction to the wolf in the the seat of your car. Um,
Just a husky, ma'am. It's just a husky.
Just a dog.
but she kind of jumps and the food it you get it, but it just kind of falls out of the bag like onto to James's lap and everything. But you do have your food.
I'll
You
eat it
didn't
anyway.
order a coffee, right?
No coffee. No coffee.
That's
They didn't sell coffee in the 80s.
okay.
mm,
Just know that McDonald's coffee can cause third-degree burns.
yeah.
And
So
also ruin
Yeah, they
your
make that coffee
entire
real
inner
hot.
workings.
oh, so just like burgers and fries everywhere. But you do get your food. uh,
Well,
Well, for Jacob, just fries.
if you hand me the patty, I'm just gonna scarf that down.
all right. So food acquired. Everyone is good for the afternoon. um, so then it is still at this point in time like 5:30.
Meat.
That is still quite a bit until 10 p.m.
Yeah, you've been quick. So it is you all's call as to what you're doing. If you just going straight to it, or you know, what do you do with your time? What you want to do with your time?
I don't know.
That is fun because the same applies to me.
Well, then I guess is everyone just I don't know parking somewhere and waiting for 5 hours?
Maybe I could get some new clothes.
How much money do you have
You
left?
used his money on McDonald's.
Good point. Damn it. What can you do in a city without money?
Well, Jacob could read.
Rob someone.
Also, when did James sleep?
Oh yeah, good point. I'm gonna sleep.
So the wolf sleeps, the driver sleeps, and Jacob takes read.
Okay. So that's how you can advance time. Everyone's refreshed
Time
and
well
ready.
spent.
So then, okay, then
Jacob's doing some learning.
Yep.
so then the clock advances, and it is approaching. Yeah, 10 o'clock. It's nighttime.
I will shake James's shoulder to wake him up.
What's the phase of the moon? I need to know that.
Ooh. Let's see. You know what? Isn't there like hold on. Is there not some way to find out like what the phases of the moon were at a certain time, a certain year? I
Probably.
let me just take a quick look
Well,
cuz that might come in handy.
I mean, you could probably just Google it. Like, what was the phase of the moon on whatever date?
Yeah, and which I'm trying to think. We're on January 2nd now, right? Or 3rd or I'm trying to
What
think
was the
how much
What was the
time.
phase of the moon on January
Like
whatever 19 whatever?
yeah. But like I'm trying to think did we like got I'm trying to think the exact game day right now. Donna's usually
The
better at keeping track of that than me.
So we did get back from Miami on the second.
Okay.
I thought we got. All right, we
No,
entered
no,
this
on the
world on the
first.
first.
Yeah.
We entered this world
We
on
entered
the
this
first.
world on the first and made our way to Ashfield. It is the second now, actually.
Okay. So, okay, and there is a chart for this exact. It is a full moon. It is a full moon.
Damn.
Hooray! Essence.
Oh,
I get free essence.
yeah, convenience. Uh, so yeah, it is 10 o'clock. And so and so it's quiet.
10
Okay,
o'clock, so time to get going.
Yep. Do you know which key works for which?
Yes, I do.
Okay, which door?
This would be a key to the front door, and I hand that one to James.
Right. Thinking about it now, I should probably stay within the car with Jacob in case anything goes awry and they try to and the police find him or something. And
Good idea.
Marcus, are you willing to get that box for us if that's fine? Or you could stay in the car, but that'd be a little bit more suspicious.
What are you asking of me?
Just
To get
go
the
in and
box
steal the box.
from-
All right, so you want Wolf to get box?
No
Could you
man to
take
get box.
human form?
Human
Maybe.
form?
Stealth dog.
I mean, Wolf is stealthier.
Yeah, but Wolf can't open doors, right? Not locked doors, and I hold up the key.
That would be tricky. But impossible?
Pretty much.
So where's the box?
Second floor, I'm thinking.
Yeah, on the second floor, left door from the staircase, under the bed.
All right. So, guess I'm going back to human. So, naked old man.
Yeah, Jacob is going to look away.
I reclothe.
You still have your clothes right there?
Yeah, I left my clothes in the car, so I'm reclothing. All right, hand me the key.
Right,
Do
and I
that.
toss it over to him.
Take the key. I go out of the car. So now I'm entering this home with the key.
All right.
Stealthily as possible.
Okay. So then I just ask a dexterity, and the sneaky sneak is standard.
Yep. So that is 5. Let's see how well I do. Not well at all.
So, okay,
Maybe I should have said willpower.
so well, this is just entering. So what that'll amount to at the moment is very loudly like inserting key and jingling it around and just making tons of noise as opening the door.
It's a good thing that Jacob's dad can't operate a big caliber gun anymore.
And let me just do a little thing here. Hmm. All right. All right. But the door is open. Marcus is it's dark inside the house.
All right. Now I'm gonna have to go up to the second story and get a wooden box from wherever it was they told me it was.
All right. Which, well, I'll give another dexterity stealth as you're trying to go up the, stereotypically creaky wooden board.
No.
Creak, squeak, all the wooden.
Nope, not being stealthy at all.
Yeah, the wooden boards are just creaking very loudly under each one of Marcus's footsteps as
Told
he's
you it would have been better as Wolf.
oh, another little Eh. Hmm. So, okay, how about a notice check from Marcus at this point?
And that is a resolved composure.
Wits composure.
Oh,
Yeah.
wits composure. Yeah, you're right. Five successes.
that's
I
good.
notice it.
Okay, that's critical. So, like, okay, Marcus, as he's trying, as he's tiptoeing up the creaky floorboards, would notice a light flick on, from and I'm trying to think. Wait, the parents' bedroom is
parents' bedroom would be on the first floor,
Yeah.
considering the father's disability.
Yeah, so like from the first, like, cause he's just like halfway on the stairs, he would see like a light go on from a room somewhere down. It was like, so he's very aware that he has woken somebody up.
Well, Marcus thinks to himself, ah, shit. And, well, let's try and get into a small place, somewhere to hide, out of sight.
Oh, okay. So, like, trying to duck behind some furniture or something is what I'm getting.
Yep.
Okay, well, first things first is to look for a suitable thing to hide behind, so another wits composure check. Okay. And then I'm gonna ask for a stealth check.
Yeah, about what I thought. And this time I'm gonna willpower.
Alright.
I
You
swear to
closed
God,
the
if I get
front
another
door
0,
behind yourself.
Did he?
did I?
Sorry, I
Oh,
think I just done it.
you've been done it.
I didn't claim I did, but I thought that was a given.
Well, you didn't state it, and because you made a rather loud entrance too. The door is open. The front door is just open. Oh. Okay. Well, the stealth check.
Yep. Let's see how well this goes. I'm just checking that I got stealth checked off. Yep. Let's do this.
Willpower check off.
Yep. No.
What the fuck, dude?
Oh, this is not Marcus's night.
My stealth has been terrible consistently. Like even when I tried to steal the cane.
Yeah, it's not a terrible roll either. It's oh, so
It's
okay.
just Marcus has had bad luck with stealth.
Oh God. Well, with all this, like, okay, so, well, first off, this may or may not help. Which direction is Marcus gonna try to hide in? Like, is he trying to rush upstairs and hide, or rush downstairs and hide?
Downstairs and hide.
Okay. Well, with what he's got, then. Oh God, I'm trying to think what scenario for that 0. Well, how about there? Okay, so like, there's closets, of course. So just getting in a closet, just standing in a closet is what Marcus would be doing. Uh,
All right.
but it's like one of those closets that has like kind of like just like wood slats, so it's not entirely invisible there. You're a little visibility. Uh,
Yep. I really don't want to hurt these people.
oh, oh no. All right.
I
Well,
don't care if they hurt me, but I don't want to hurt them.
let me just
The
one.
good thing is Jacob's mom is just a secretary.
Yeah, normal human. So let me hold on. Let me pull something up and let's see how observant she is about things. So one one
Are you
second.
factoring in that she just woke up?
Oh yeah, that good point. Good point. A reverse Dunna there. Uh,
I am just, in general, a very observant person, and I use that both ways.
Okay. So let's see. With that in mind, and oop.
Also, do we from the outside see the light going on?
Notice checks.
I mean, it
Because
would be
I
obvious that the
might-
door's open, but not that where Marcus is hiding.
Yeah, but
No, I specifically want to know whether we'd see the light going on.
well, especially with the door open.
Because I might be able to diffuse that.
But yeah, James maybe not so much.
No, I'm sorry.
So they don't notice just yet.
I don't want to hurt your parents, Jacob.
But okay, so yeah, a woman in her pajamas is kind of waking up and is gonna start looking around, and well, what she will notice very obviously is that the front door is just wide open. There's a draft coming in. And I will say this, like from where Marcus is, he's just like hiding in a hallway closet, so he can observe this.
Yeah.
And let me just do another little check here. Notice the thing. Okay. So she is gonna glance around, but not notice a Marcus hiding in the closet.
Oh, thank God.
But yeah, the with the open door, she is just gonna like poke her head out and kind of like take a little quick look around outside, just thinking it's very unusual. So, which to that may be another reflexive notice from the others. Maybe they noticed that.
I definitely give.
Yes!
Okay.
There we go.
Fine. Okay, so yes, Jacob definitely notices his mother like looking around outside, like peeking her head out and wondering what's going on. She looks confused.
I am going to crank the window down a little so I can hear what's going on inside, but I'm not going to get out quite yet.
Okay. And I'll give it one more chance here with like
I'm not that good with lies, is the problem.
well, one last chance because well, Marcus has been hiding in the closet for a while now. There is just junk in there, so maybe has he in this amount of time like I don't know, try to like cover himself with a blanket in the closet or so, maybe, right? So I'll let another roll for the dexterity stealth.
Oh boy. 1.
Okay, well,
1 success.
the mother is alerted now, so the sleepiness is kind of shaken off. But let's just see if she notices. She thinks it's odd, kind of closes the door and turns around, and let's see if she's on the way back to bed, notices anything.
1.
Hi.
So we'll do a contested just one single dice versus one single dice.
All right.
Mm,
She notices.
yeah, so as she's kind of going back to bed, thinking it was all just, I don't know, maybe really strong wind or something, she does kind of wait a second, and glance over at the closet, and
And I
she,
don't have keys to get inside anymore.
oh, and then she looks very worried, which I don't know if Marcus would pick up on. I don't think he's behavior blind. I don't think.
He isn't.
So he would just notice that as an alarmed look.
Well, not time for combat, but time to cause some lunacy.
Oh boy.
Yeah. That's what I was
Oh
thinking.
God, the poor woman.
oh no.
Ursula form time. I'm not going full on werewolf because if I'm going full on werewolf, I have to attack somebody in that form. So I'm going Ursula. I'm
Okay.
going big, almost bear-like wolf.
Okay. So, oh god. So what's the check for that?
All right. So that's gonna be the normal shape shifting. So I'm gonna do that. That's stamina survival plus primal urge.
Hmm.
One success, so I successfully change into giant werewolf, or not, or giant wolf, dire wolf.
So just exploding out of the closet then.
Yep, huge wolf exploding out of the closet. What's her willpower?
Okay. 4.
All right, so to determine her lunacy, I'm just gonna check that up real quick.
I think that's pretty bad on the scale.
4 plus 2 would equal 6.
Okay. So I don't have the werewolf book on me right now. So what
Yeah, I'm looking that up.
Poor woman. She's just a secretary.
Just 1 second. A person is overcome with fear and attempts to flee in panic. They have some control over their actions, though. If she attempts to hide in a building, she has the presence of mind to lock the door. If they're cornered, they might fight, albeit in a berserk state. Any actions the person takes suffer a -3 penalty. She forgets the event unless she attempts to actively remember it, under questioning, for instance. Attempting to remember the event requires an intelligence plus composure roll at a -3 penalty.
Okay, so just automatic then what happens with her. So all right, well,
She's terrified.
so what that equates to is she is just going to scream incredibly loudly and not stop screaming and run straight back to the bedroom and just bolt that door behind her.
With the front door closed, would we hear her screaming?
Probably.
Yes, loud, like she screams at the top of her lungs and doesn't stop screaming, so the whole neighborhood hears.
Yep.
I'm just gonna make a resolve composure check here to not immediately get inside,
Yeah.
considering
It's
it is still Jacob's mom.
yes,
So,
Nope! I'm
getting in there.
gonna try to get in, which is funny because I don't have the keys.
well, did she lock the door?
You bet, yeah,
front door-
presumably locked.
Well, I didn't presumably close it.
Yes, but the DM can make those decisions.
Yeah,
and
because she closed the door, so you close and lock it. Like that's what you do.
All right. All right. So the door is locked and you're trying to get in there.
Yep.
Which also, James was like just sitting next to Jacob. I mean,
could try to stop Jacob, yeah.
or kick the door. Your choice.
So, I have conflicting things I can do here. I can either run away without the box or try and get the box and pull the same thing I did with the cane.
Yeah, I mean, it's still the box.
I'm gonna have to get the box. So, time for Giant Wolf to come up the stairs. I need that box. Just like I need that cane, I need that box.
All right.
Yep.
He's going for it.
While he's doing that, I would know which window would be the one to my parents' bedroom.
Yes.
So, well, first I'm gonna check the other windows to see if my mom's still in the hallway or in one of the
All right. So notice check as he's doing that.
rooms next to it. With some. I know that that's not the case.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna walk around the building and to the window that would show my parents' bedroom to make sure that both she and my father are okay.
All right. And
I
well.
am a bit worried. I don't know Marcus that well yet.
Yep. All you know is that he bit a man
Hmm.
and is a werewolf.
Well, then okay, like what Jacob would see just like through the like the blinds of the parents' windows, is just the mother freaking out and screaming and flailing her arms, and at this point I would assume the father would be awake too.
Yes.
And well, like like many people would have, there is a phone like a phone on the nightstand next to the bed, and he's calling somebody.
Probably the police.
Mhm.
Well, time to get that box.
I am going to knock on the window.
Okay, okay. And let's see, do a little. Oh. The the screaming is so loud that the father does not notice. He's just busy
Okay,
calling
I'm
and.
gonna pick up the cane and knock on the window with a steel handle.
All right, all right. Oh, so well, let's see. I'm trying to think here, like to make enough noise. Well, let's see. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna add to the roll, give it some bonus for that. Whoop, and okay, okay. Should be right, yeah. Okay, so okay, yeah, he does notice now. And he's still on the phone, like he's got the receiver up to his ear and everything, but he sees Jacob there. But yeah, it's very confusing in the. Oh, so what is the plan for this? The course of action?
Before I tell you what the plan for, well, I won't tell you the plan for this, but I will mention something important to you in private before this continues.
Okay. Uh, I like it how every attempt at stealth so far has this session and last. It's ended in horrible tears all around. Just ends in tears.
Just a horrible failure. All right, next time Marcus has to do stealth, Don't make him do stealth.
Yeah, Marcus seems to not be too good with that.
I'm skilled. It's just I fail horribly because luck.
I know that feeling.
Mhm.
So
I don't have shitty stats.
Yeah, it's just bad rolls every time.
So yeah, I knocked at the window.
All right, and so attention is gotten, and well, first off, there's the stern look from the father there, but
Oh, no idea where that might come from, considering it's the middle of the night and I did not exactly prepare anyone for me arriving tonight.
hmm,
Well, middle of the night, shortly after 10.
but okay, and I'm trying to think. Let's see. Would he be able to get like to the window too and get that?
No, he would not be. Well,
Yeah.
Jacob's father would need to get into a wheelchair
Yeah,
first.
which I'm trying to think like, because the
His
mother is
left arm is disabled, so getting into the wheelchair alone would be hard.
yeah, because the mother is just freaking out. So, well, I would think the other one would be just a kind of because can't really have a conversation through the window, especially with all the screaming.
A lot of people that are disabled in a way that heavily constricts their movement have like a grabber to reach things that are either on the ground or further away.
Hmm. So let's see. I'm trying to think of like option here. So
Where
like
did you say the wooden box was again?
in upstairs.
Second floor,
In what room?
left of the staircase.
So, like, not in their bedroom?
Jacob's bedroom, yeah.
Which also I'd assume that stomping around can probably be heard. Like there's someone in the house still.
Well, that's obvious. I'm going towards Jacob's room, and, well, I'm going to be tearing that door down. I'm getting boxed.
Oh.
Sorry, Jacob, but you wanted box. I'm getting it.
Oh. So, but let me do another thing for all this stomping and the doors being torn down and oh god. Like okay, it's gonna yeah. So the father's definitely noticing he's definitely hearing the stomping and the breaking and cracking going on. So like there's is that he's thinking there's someone's vandalizing the house. So no, he's still on the phone with the police and he is getting them like shouting at them to get here now. Like he's kind of
I mean, he's probably assuming like something like a bear is in here because, well,
Yeah, it does sound kind of like that, probably.
because I mean, the book even describes this form as more bear-like than wolf-like.
oh well yeah, some kind of wild animal. But so yeah, that is the situation with that. Oh. But which also to Marcus, like, well, I assume he's been told where it is, so yeah, he doesn't have any memory issues, so he can just find the box and get out.
Grab the box, grab the box in my teeth, and let's go. It has a handle, right?
Wait, do you have in that form? Does it have like? Is he on 2 feet or 4?
I'm on 4 feet.
Okay,
I am bear.
Yeah, but
okay.
the box would have a sturdy metal handle.
Yeah, I grab it by
as
the metal
well
handle
as
with my teeth.
2 latches to keep it closed, so...
Yep, I grab it by the metal handle with my teeth, and I'm then making my way out.
All right.
Locked door is no problem. I can just I'm a bear, basically. I can put my weight on that thing and tear it down.
So there's another loud crack and crash as he goes out the front door.
I'm just gonna do a present subterfuge, trying to act surprised.
All right.
I am gonna willpower
actually-
that.
Actually, you would be surprised because lunacy. What's your willpower?
That is still a solid 7.
All right, 7 plus 2. That means you're at willpower 9, not 10 like you were last time. So you're not in full control this time.
Ooh.
Oh. So I would actually be surprised and I wouldn't have to fake it. Good.
Yep. Humans at this level have exceptional self-control, but they still feel great terror and an almost irresistible desire to flee. But a willpower point may be spent to retain control for a turn. Any action suffer a -1 penalty, save in a turn in which a willpower point has been spent.
Okay, I do not have to cheat on that one, so that's nice. I don't have to act surprised. I am surprised.
Yeah, this is like a bear just broke down the door and it's suddenly very terrifying despite the fact that you know where it's coming from.
How did I have 10 willpower last time?
Because
different
for the
form?
Yeah, depending on which form I'm taking is how much willpower, like you get bonus willpower depending on which form I'm taking. If I go full on werewolf, you are getting the 7 willpower that you are, which means you would actually be on the same level as your mother was this time.
7 and 4 is the same level for that? Damn.
Well, she gained a +2, which put her at 6, and 5 to 7 is that level of terrifying.
Okay. I need to up my willpower.
you
Can't have
up it-
that happening around you.
Yeah, if you have at least one more willpower, then you're good, because 8 to 9 is where you're at now with me being in this form.
So I take it that I should probably stay until the police comes here at least.
Well,
Otherwise this gets a whole lot more weird, confusing everything.
Well, when I see that you're terrified, like I'm making my way out of here, going like, where are we in? Like the middle of the neighborhood? Is there forests nearby?
You're just in the middle of the suburbs. So you're surrounded by houses, which at this point there's lights on in several houses. Like you all have made a lot of attention.
All right, so where's the
Please
nearest
don't
forest?
grab me and take me with you, because then we have a whole lot other type of issues solved.
Abducted by bear.
No, I'm going. Like, can I see a forested area from here?
All right, well, notice check. As
Great thing I
look
have
around.
extra perception in this form. So that is a wits perception.
Or just wits composure, yeah.
Or yeah, wits composure. Plus my 3. And yep. Wow.
No.
I've been getting bad luck with Marcus.
You see nothing. There's just houses, just lights flicking on in them. No, in the street. Nothing helpful there.
Well, all right. Looks like I'm going to have to start making a run for it.
Well, there's
By
the
the way,
car.
what is James's
Yeah,
willpower? How does he react to all of this?
What is James's willpower?
Oh, wait.
How terrified is James?
Grand Fox?
2.
Ah.
Wait,
You have
no.
2 willpower?
No. Give me a second. Are the black dots how much willpower you
Yeah.
have?
Yeah, black.
5.
All right. You have
7.
a total.
And that puts you
Oh.
at absolutely terrified.
Yep,
You
that puts you.
are.
Well, wait, but he's behind the wheel of the car, so would that mean he just drives off? Uh, hmm. I don't know. Oh, got quiet.
So yeah. He's
Why
probably
though? I
driving-
know he's a werewolf.
Yeah, but this is lunacy. It's like supernatural terror. Just because you know I'm a werewolf doesn't mean you're not like fucking terrified out of your mind.
Well,
I mean,
Okay.
even Jacob is scared of me now.
yeah, well, the question then is, so it's the immediate fear and panic and run, but like, well, does that... I'm kind of thinking, well, because he's behind the wheel, does that mean he just starts the car and pulls off? Or that he gets out and runs? I'm not quite sure how that would...
Well, they have above average strength of will, and they have the presence of mind to like flee in the most like
Oh yeah, they're not totally gone. So that'd be the car then.
Yeah.
That'd be just driving away.
Yep.
How do we
James is-
reassemble after this?
James is driving away. Jacob has been left like with his parents right now,
Yeah.
and
Jacob
Marcus
has
is
to
making a
see
run
at
for it.
least until the police arrives.
Yep. And Marcus is making a run for it until he can find a forested, wooded area.
So, well, okay, then my question is, there's pretty much two options for how Marcus is making his getaway. One is just to go down the street that like they came in on, or like, are you tearing through people's fences and their yards? Like, how's it playing out?
Well, I would presumably go through a yard without a fence, through in between homes.
Well, suburb, there's fences. There are fences. So
Well, too bad. Fences are going to have to be broken down if there's nothing but fences.
yeah, wooden picket fences. So not the toughest.
Goodbye fences. I'm out of here.
Oh, so okay then. Yeah, they're just crappy wooden picket fences. So just
Yeah, I'm just barreling through them because this is Bear Wolf. I can just barrel through them as if they were nothing.
so yeah, just kind of exploding through fence after fence until he gets out of the suburbs.
Yep.
Which
I
okay.
wish
I
you
try
would
to
have
leave
left
as
my,
little-
my rifle behind.
I try to leave as little of a path of destruction as possible.
Oh yeah, to make sure. Well, so and I'm trying to think a role for this. I would say this would be like it's a very physical thing, so dexterity plus
Athletics.
no, it is kind of subterfuge, kind of. So like dexterity subterfuge.
All right.
Yeah, mix of physical
Well,
and
I have
yeah.
no subterfuge, but I do have extra dexterity.
yeah, so just -1 for unskilled.
All right, so that is okay. I'm going to do a willpower on this, so +2, and then yeah. I got +2 from the dex, from the extra dexterity I get from being in this form. I get -1, and then +3, so that's 4.
All right.
God damn it.
What's is roll 20 cheating tonight? So yeah, no, there's a very clear
just
path of destruction.
I am leaving a path of destruction.
Oh, but you will get to the woods eventually, outside of town.
I am just barreling straight towards wherever the woods are.
All right then. And so then Jacob is just kind of left back at the house with which, hey, you can get in now.
Yes. Well, if someone opens the door, well, oh yeah, the door
There is no
open,
door.
so-
Oh,
I would get in and to my parents' bedroom.
okay. So, well, after all the screaming is
Yeah, now that I've left the area, nobody should be affected by lunacy anymore, which means James has also come back to his senses.
okay. Yeah, so he can come back. Uh, which okay. Well, I guess at the same time as Jacob is going in, like James was just hauling down the street in his car. So he's come back to his senses. So what would James do? Oh, Ren Fox.
Red Fox,
Good.
Yeah.
what does
James-
James do? You're not afraid anymore. You're not terrified. You can come back.
Yep,
Actually,
you're back
wouldn't
to your
even
senses.
fully remember why you were terrified.
Yeah, you wouldn't fully remember why you were scared. You just were scared and drove away. So what do you do? Are you gonna drive back?
Oh.
Fuck it, I'm going home.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
being left.
So James just goes back to the shack in the woods.
That's gonna be an interesting conversation between. Oh God, this is gonna get fucked up.
Oh.
I'm not going to the shack in the woods. I'm just going to the woods
Okay.
until I know I've stopped making a path of destruction
All right. So just okay,
and
but
that I can't be followed anymore.
hmm.
Also, when you turn back, you're gonna be naked.
Oh yeah,
That's
no
okay.
clothes. Oh.
And this time my clothes were just fully ripped through apart. Like I have no
Yep.
clothes.
Uh, okay. So
Good thing I always keep spares at my shack on the opposite end.
yeah. All right. So then well, it's back to Jacob. So
Yeah. Who is standing in front of his parents' bedroom, waiting for the door to get opened?
yeah, which eventually yes, the screaming had stopped, and the mother just kind of slowly cracks the door open to peek out.
And she will see her son standing in front of her.
Yes, and the path of destruction.
Yeah.
So immediate reaction then. Let me get a good state of mind here. Let's see. Okay. Coming back to the senses, but she's going to be quite upset in that she's just gonna ask Jacob what is going on, what are you doing here, what happened to the living room.
I'm not quite sure what happened to the living room, but I just came here to get some of my stuff. I had a lot of time to think while I was in the hospital, and I thought some distance would be good. I just wanted to make it easy by not having a conversation about it. I'm sorry, Mom.
So yeah, she looks upset about that, but kind of looking between Jacob and just the open door, she's still kind of caught on that. And
Hooray! I don't lose any harmony.
oh yes, yay. Uh, but yeah, Jacob's mother just she kind of like pats his shoulders and does say that she's are you sure that you're all right, that you're supposed to stay in the hospital a little longer. What did the doctors say?
I left against medical advice.
Ooh, and she does not like that. Does not like that at all. So she shakes her head at
Mom,
him.
I've spent months in the hospital and I can't be in bed all day anymore.
Ooh, and let me thing here. Ooh. Okay, she is going to look Jacob over, kind of patting him to make sure he is he looks okay and everything.
In
And
the distance, sirens.
oh yes, that too.
Yeah.
At this point, there are sirens, like some red and blue lights, flashing. And yeah, she's gonna just say that your father would be, he's not gonna like that kind of, that attitude there. You're supposed to be resting and getting better. You're supposed to. So she's focused on that.
I know that I can't get better, Mom. My leg is not going to heal. And whether I do physical therapy in the hospital or I slowly start walking again on my own, that's not that big of a difference. Apart from the fact that I feel like I have a little control over what I do.
All right, and she's a little distracted by the sirens now, wondering what that's all about. But she, but she is going to ask, like, well, but where are you going to go? What?
I made some friends with a guy that I met at the hospital and was offered to stay there.
And let me get a good little. How does she feel? She raises an eyebrow, wondering some guy who did someone your age, someone you knew from school. She's got questions.
A little older than me, but he's a great guy.
All right, and to that.
Just imagine you're talking about James and not me.
Yes, I have talked about James. Even though the little older also technically applies on Marcus.
More than a little.
Hey, bending the truth is not the same as lying.
That is true.
Just some little things here. Like at this point, like there are police officers like approaching the scene now. At this point,
makes sense.
Yes. So your conversation gets cut short by some officers like approaching the door and like guns out, wondering what's like shouting for someone to answer, like what's going on here, what's the problem?
Approaching the remains of what was the door.
Yeah.
I will tell my mother that I'll handle that and get to the door where I'll raise my hands. Well, I need one hand to support myself still.
Okay. So Jacob, unthreatening.
Please don't shoot me for not raising both hands now.
Yeah, which I'm gonna just do a little check here for.
If you get questioned, remember that you have an intelligence composure roll at a -2 penalty to remember me.
Ooh.
Even with the 9? Even with the willpower 9?
Yep, -2.
Nice.
It's a -3. It's a -3 for your mother.
I still have a plan of what to say yet. It's got nothing to do with Marcus.
Okay, so the officers, they kind of like, they also have like flashlights out because it is dark, and they just, whoa there, they spot Jacob, and whoa there, whoa son, hands where we can see him, what's going on here?
I'm not quite sure myself. My father called 911, and I can't really raise my second hand because I have a disabled leg.
All right, and well, they can obviously see that, and well, the one is going to ask, well, wait, where's your, where's your father? What is going on here exactly?
My father is in the bedroom, and it will take him a bit to get ready to come out because he is stuck in a wheelchair. So I hope you understand. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. I came here tonight to get some of my things and forgot something in the car of the friend that brought me here and seemingly left the door open. And when I came back, it was closed and there were noises inside, and my mother was screaming.
So let's see how put some manipulation on. Uh,
That's
so
actually all the truth.
yes,
Yeah,
but you got to
it
be
is all the
convincing.
truth.
But you do have to be convincing.
Manipulation plus what then?
So you can do for this because you're not lying, but either manipulation, persuasion, or I'd say yeah, just persuasion is kind of the only one to use for that.
Then I am gonna willpower that.
Okay, it's just about how convincing, because there's a lot of quite a scene here. All right, so okay, and being honest, so let me factor that. Okay, they are very convinced, that of what you say. So like the guns kind of get drawn back into the holsters, and they calm down a bit. So yeah, they're just going to calmly, like one of them is going to go and with the mother who is still there, just to ask to see the father. So he's gonna handle that, and the other one's gonna stay with you. So now they're just no threat of immediate gun violence.
That's good.
So yeah, everyone is getting questioned. So what I'll say is, at this point, everyone's getting questioned about what is going on.
The
Jacob's
father
not
was
going
not
to
affected
try
by the...
and remember the werewolf.
Yeah, I'd say with the mother's low, well, probably really just wouldn't remember much, except maybe some kind of animal broke in the
a
house.
bear or something.
Yeah, and the father didn't see anything.
The father didn't see anything, but he does have full memory at least.
Yeah, but he didn't see anything, so he just knows his wife
He
was
heard
screaming.
noises.
Yeah, he knows his wife was screaming and panicked about something, and he heard the noises. But yeah, so that's their story. So then it's like, well, Jacob has said his story, so I'll just say the police had questions, but I
But
think
I answered them.
yeah.
I live here. It's not like I have no reason to be here.
Yeah, so instead, because there is a path of destruction, uh like
They're gonna follow that.
well, I'm going to see real quick if instead
We're gonna have to hunt down this bear.
Wouldn't they call animal control
exactly.
or something like that?
Yes, I was
Yeah.
gonna just do one little thing here. Just yeah, like it's not their problem. They're gonna call animal control about that, and they'll do the investigating into this wild bear that somehow wandered
Made it
into
to the
the suburbs. Yeah.
Just leaves me with an uncomfortable conversation with my parents
Yeah, but
The great
about
thing.
the whole leaving for a while, probably.
Yep. The great thing about the mother, like the great thing about lunacy, is that because the door was left open and then she closed it, like there's nothing weird about that.
Yeah.
That the door wasn't torn open when I came in.
Yeah. But so okay, got that. And actually, because I have ideas now, but I think this might be a really good place to leave it for tonight, because the whole party is completely split, and we've resolved this matter
Yeah.
here. So
Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting conversation between James and Robert too,
yeah,
because
we can.
Rod is a man of principle and just leaving Jacob behind would be an issue for Robert.
Yeah, like there's a lot of things that each individual party member will need to unpack next time.
Also, Dragon, please tell me that Marcus would still try to get that box to Jacob.
Of course.
Thank you.
I'm not just running off with this box for no reason.
uh,
I'm going to keep this thing safe and I'm going to get it to you. I said I'd get you the box.
Yep.
I gotta say that things went a very different path than I thought they would, just because of all those
Yes.
zeros.
Yep.
This was hilarious.
Oh,
Failure.
And I take it next session will start with James getting scolded for leaving Jacob
Yeah.
behind.
we'll do an immediate follow-up next time. But EXPs. So I'd
And
say
he wouldn't even know why he left.
yeah.
James would have no idea.
James just left Jacob behind for no fucking reason. Robert is gonna have a big issue with that.
Mm.
He would have no idea why he left him behind.
Okay. EXPs then. So everyone gets the base 3. And I'd say for flaws and things coming into play, well, James's forgetfulness definitely came into play. So that's 4 for James. And let's see, I'm trying to think other flaws that came into play for the other. I don't.
Lame didn't come into play that much
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, I don't think Marcus has flaws.
Yeah, I didn't put any flaws on my thing because I can't think of a flaw that Marcus has.
well,
other than failing at everything.
Well, how about I don't know, maybe he's clumsy. Because that seems to fit right now.
Yeah, we could put in clumsy as a thing because we could develop clumsy as a flaw.
Yeah.
A new flaw that he now has.
Yeah, because that definitely seems to fit. I think.
Yeah, agreed.
We can determine the rules of what clumsy really is later.
Yeah, can find. I'll have to make, because there aren't really that many well-defined flaws in New World of Dark. I'll have to make my own table with some new ones.
Lame almost got Jacob shot today. Technically.
Yes. Oh, true, but I don't think not that big of a deal ultimately. So
I won't consider this as
and I couldn't drive
this time because this is the session that developed the clumsy flaw.
We were thinking about Jacob and Marcus driving off separately from James, and that wasn't possible.
Oh yes, which I guess his truck is just still back there in the parking lot.
It's still at the hospital.
So Lame did come into play.
Okay, yes, I'll give that. So 4 EXP for Jacob and James, and just 3 for Marcus.
Yep. No retroactive experience because me getting 3 zeros in a row on this, I think, is warranting a new flaw.
Yes, you have achievement unlocked, earned a new flaw. So many zeros. All right, so let's see. I will, with all that, the EXPs and everything. You can add them to your sheets. You can add it to your sheets individually.
Yep.
But I will conclude my recording of this right about now.